I'm Dave Graybill, host of the Fishing Magician Outdoor Cooking Show. We've got some great recipes ready to prepare for you today. It's a beautiful setting outdoors, and our special guest on this week's show is Shawn Short.
Nope. Appreciate the invite.
Yeah, a lot of people are familiar with Shawn. He's usually behind the gun counter at Hooked on Toys, but he stepped outside today to join us, and he's going to show us a new product that he actually told me about. And why don't you let people know what this is all about?
Well, it's a smoker bag. You can use it on the grill. You can use it in the fire pit. You can use it in the oven at home, but I would suggest against that. I tried that once.
Because this bag has the smoke flavoring.
It does.
Built right into it, and if you cook that in your oven at home, you're going to wind up with a smoker
Smoky
in your
house. That's right. That's
okay.
right.
So it's a really great item for outdoor cooking like we're going to do today. All right, now reading the back of this handy box, which is where I get our instructions to do this on. It's really nicely spelled out, and one of the first things you do is we're just going to melt a little bit of butter, plop that into that pan. I've already got kind of warming up, and then this particular recipe calls for salt, which we'll add here in a second when we got the butter gone, and dill. That dill is something I always like to use with fish. It's just a great spice to use with fish. And we just mix that up, and we also have some lemon we can squeeze in now. Just put it down a bit.
Smells good already.
Yeah. You can see we've got some fresh asparagus, some fresh salmon laid out here. And what Shawn's going to do then is just baste that fish with this nice mixture we put together.
I know I'm ready.
Yeah, that's great stuff.
Yeah, people climbing the fence.
You know, that's a wonderful thing about where we live. We can get fresh asparagus and go ahead and slather.
So you do it all?
Yeah, go ahead and just use that up. We can get fresh asparagus now any time of year.
Yep.
Yesterday I saw fresh pears in the market. So
it's a good time of year.
We can get just about anything we need fresh at any market these days.
All right, looks like it's about ready.
That's great. Now, what I'm going to do is open our bag. Now, if I didn't mention that before, I do want to mention it now, that this bag does have on the reverse side stamped right into it, this side down. So that's something to pay attention to when you prepare this. Now, I'm going to have, just open this thing up, put it up, we'll slide all of our goodies into it. That's a nice piece of fish.
It's a great piece. Is this local?
Yeah, that's something that came right out of my freezer. And as you can see, since it's been vacuum sealed, that just looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
We're gonna use all the asparagus?
Yeah, go ahead and load her up. Let's just use it. It calls for 1 pound of asparagus. I have 1 pound of fish. And I think just over 1 pound of asparagus. And we just simply close this up. Just fold it back. Closed up. And we already have our barbecue preheated. And also what this recipe calls for is to start it off on a high heat
Right.
for 15 minutes and then we go to a lower heat to finish it off. But
Sure.
the total operation is only 20 minutes.
Quick and painless.
And you've got a great fresh salmon with asparagus meal that tastes like it came right out of the smoke.
Hooked on Toys!
If you enjoy preparing your fishing game, Hooked on Toys has everything you need to do it right. From vacuum sealers to smokers and all the seasonings and chips to go with them, you won't believe the variety of what Hooked on Toys has to offer the outdoor chef. They have an amazing selection of outdoor cookware too. Dutch ovens to camp stoves, camp tables, cookware to treat your family and friends to outdoor cooking at its best. It's all at Hooked on Toys, 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue, Wenatchee.
Hooked on Toys!
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsible.
While that's cooking away, I'm going to show you how my favorite way to cook salmon or steelhead or, in this case, lake trout.
Sounds good.
And it's really a simple recipe. You're probably familiar with it. But I have just got this nice piece of Lake Shawn lake trout. And the one thing I wanted to suggest about this, just like, say, a triploid from Rufus Woods, lake trout have a very high fat.
They do.
And those Rufus Woods trout do too. And one of the things that I suggest doing, and I've done in this case, is to take my fillet and then I trimmed it right where you
Cut
take
belly fat off.
exactly. And I've just taken those rib bones out, which you're going to do anyway.
Perfect.
And now we've got a nice fillet that's very lean. The magic of this recipe is that it's also very simple.
That I like.
Yes. The magic ingredient is just lots of brown sugar. And I just lay that in. Now, as you can see, I've also taken some heavy-duty tin foil and I've made a tray to lay this in the barbecue. Now, this brown sugar will melt down and make almost a syrup in the bottom. Now, it cooks through the fish, but it'll make sort of a syrup in the bottom of that tray. And of course, you don't want that leaking through into your barbecue. That's why I always do it in one of these trays. Now, another trick to get that nice smoky flavor because, you know, this is a gas barbecue that hasn't, you know, if you're doing steaks, the drippings will make that smoke for you. And gas is a great way to cook, by the way. It's so clean, and you can adjust your temperatures. It just works so great. But, another great new product that just came out. This is called Flavorwood, and it's an alder flavor. It comes in this can just like, say, tuna fish or something like that. And what you do is you peel off this outside paper label.
Right.
And then right on the top it says remove to expose hole, and you just peel that back. There's a hole punched into this. All you need to do then is slide this in under the heating element of your gas grill or right in the bottom of your charcoal, and you just set that on there in advance. And this generates smoke, and it comes in cherry and a couple of other flavors of wood. And now we can get a smoky flavor using this gas grill for this fish.
And again, not for indoor use.
And not for indoor use. That's right. So I'm going to pop this, and you can see that's generating the smoke. I'm going to lay this right on top of this grill. Close her down. And now we've got two great salmon.
I'm ready for dinner or lunch. I'm ready.
I know. Yeah, one of the other things is I'm going to also show you one of my favorite side dishes. And this is something that my mother would prepare for us when we go camping and things like that. And again, it's very easy to prepare and fairly quick to do. So we're going to let these cook away. I'm going to get the ingredients together for my mom's famous fried potatoes.
Sounds good.
And we'll take a look at that. Years ago, we were camping at Donkey with my dad and my brother and all that. And my mom sent a bag of these already pre-cooked potatoes and onions and everything along with us. And of course, along with that, she brought her, she packaged up the salt and pepper and all. And so, you know, I'm cooking by a flashlight or the light of the campfire or whatever. And I'm trying to shake some pepper, and nothing's coming out. So I finally just gave it a good shake, and the lid and everything came off, and just
perfect.
Very ruined everything. What she had done is taken wax paper and put it under the cap so it wouldn't leak in our house. And as a result, our great side dish of potatoes was now. See here, I've already got everything spiced up. We'll let those onions, a lot of times you can actually put the onions right into the potatoes. I kind of like mine cooked a little bit more, but as you'll see, you know, it takes a while to get a potato cooked. And I have already boiled these.
Okay.
And then what I did is I made sure that I cooled them with cold water before I put them in a bag. And that will prevent the potatoes from turning brown.
Oh, very good.
A little something I learned on Google.
I like it. Google.
So we just make a nice even layer of those potatoes in the pan, and those will just be cooking away. And in many cases, the timing of getting a pan of these potatoes done, along with the timing of the fish and ball.
Sure.
For example, it'll be about right.
Gotta be warm.
So everything's going to roll out of here at about the right time to make everybody happy.
I thought you were going to say that one of the secrets is just to dump a bunch of pepper.
Well, I've tried that. You know, and I think one of the things that I like about the whole, what we're doing today is it's all nice.
Sure.
There's not a lot of steps involved. You can do maybe some more fancy things and all that. But as you can see, you know, after a day of fishing or camping or hiking or boating, to come into camp, you can have a pretty good meal ready for your family and friends.
Part of the reward.
Doesn't take too long.
Smells good.
Oh yeah, this is. And of course, everything tastes so much better when you're doing it outside.
That's right. Exactly right. I agree.
There's just something about cooking on a camp stove or over a campfire. I always seem a lot hungrier, and everything tastes just a lot better.
Smells good.
Now, I think this is getting pretty close to done, I imagine. It's cooking away. In fact, I'm going to reduce the heat on this a little bit, as instructed. Thank you, Shawn. Just tending my potatoes there. Good man. And I'm just going to take a sneak peek. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yes, that is just doing what it's supposed to. We've got the smoke in the can going for it, and that brown sugar's melted down very nicely. So that's, oh, that's just right. See, they're just starting to brown.
Ambiance.
Yeah, yeah. You know, of course, later on, of course, I talked about the fact that you can usually find just about anything fresh these days. The one thing that you cannot find right now is a good old corn on the cob, which would be a great accompaniment to this. And again, now something like that, we'll show people in future programs exactly how to do that. You can, you know, pull that husk back, sure, there's some butter and spices in there, fold it forward, wrap it in foil, and just pop it on the grill along with whatever else. That's a great way to fresh it.
Good with some of those Summer Kings.
Oh man.
Hooked on Toys!
If you enjoy preparing your fishing game, Hooked on Toys has everything you need to do it right. From vacuum sealers to smokers and all the seasonings and chips to go with them, you won't believe the variety of what Hooked on Toys has to offer the outdoor chef. They have an amazing selection of outdoor cookware too. Dutch ovens to camp stoves, camp tables, cookware to treat your family and friends to outdoor cooking at its best. It's all at Hooked on Toys, 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue, Wenatchee.
Hooked on Toys!
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
Okay, we're back to the really fun part now. We're going to be able to sample some of these dishes that we prepare. Now, the first thing we're going to get out here is the salmon in a bag, this smoker bag salmon. And I'm just going to flip this up. Boy, you really can smell that alder smoke. The this fish. Just lay that there. See how hot that is. Yeah, that's awesome. And
The other great part of the bag too is cleanup.
I
Easy
like
cleanup.
that.
This.
I like that.
Too many dishes.
Of course, you want to be careful every time you're working with, you know, a bag like this or whatever.
Steam.
Exactly. Shawn, you want to do very carefully roll that back. You can see that steam. Oh my goodness. Just that easy. Oh. Okay. I tell you, that looks fantastic.
It smells good. Looks like there's only enough for us.
Yeah, about that. This crowd, we're just gonna have to turn this crowd away. Okay, now. Some knife and fork time. You know what we think?
Oh, the sample. Oh,
Yeah.
I've been waiting.
I'm just gonna grab the asparagus.
You know, that's perfect.
That salmon came out just about right, didn't it?
Yeah, as far as like smoky flavor and whatnot, it's perfect. Not too heavy.
Oh.
I like it.
Actually, that fish is very good. It isn't. One of the things that Shawn and I were talking about, as we've tried this before, is sometimes the smoky flavor can get a little bit overbearing. But I taste that more in the vegetables.
Right, I agree.
The fish.
Yeah, it is very good.
And so that's one of the things that you can experiment with. This recipe we just took right off the bag and tried it. And the asparagus has, you know, and again, this all depends on personal preference.
Sure. Season
So-
it.
Exactly. And the flavoring of the smoke might be a little bit heavy on the vegetables, so heck with the vegetables, just put the fish in the bag.
That's
You
right.
won't get any complaints out of it. It's perfect. So, are we happy, guys?
I'm very happy. It's good.
This is the payoff for all of our hard work.
That lake trout is wonderful. I've never had it prepared like that. It's very good. It's very good.
Lake Well, thanks for stopping in, Shawn Short. Thank you very much for joining me today. And tune in next time and see what we've got cooking on the Fishin' Magician Outdoor Cooking Show.